The holiday season is always a great one for shopping. This is especially true in the realm of consumer electronics, with products like the iPhone and other high-end devices being refreshed just as Amazon readies itself to spam us into buying goods we totally don't need. However, for the LG Q6, the holiday miracle of slashed prices and a massive wave of electronic sales does it no good. That's because the Q6's bigger brother, the G6, is also on sale, enough so that the Q6 has been rendered obsolete. Hi, my name is David Solly, and this is the LG Q6 review, a phone that has been wrecked by the holiday season. Now let's get this out of the way. The Q6's main attraction is the beautiful full vision display. It gives the Q6 a modern and sleek aesthetic only found on higher end phones. The bezels are unbelievably slim for a phone of this price tag. In fact, the screen to body ratio is an astonishing 78% compared to the G6's 78.6%. The 5.5-inch display itself is equally impressive. The Q6 boasts a 2160 by 1080 or FHD Plus resolution. This 18:9 display has a pixel density of 442 pixels per inch or PPI. The FHD Plus resolution is perfectly sharp and I cannot see any pixelation in the display. However, the Q6 does not support HDR10 or Dolby Vision. This is understandable for a phone of this price range. Nonetheless, the Q6 has a fantastic display that I would consider to be the best in this priced category. Having a great display is awesome, however, in order to power such a big and relatively high resolution display, remember, the latest Surface Pro from Microsoft has less than half the pixel density of this phone. Therefore, it requires an impressive graphics processor to drive the display well. Unfortunately, on mobile devices, the CPU, GPU, and many other chips are all integrated into a single chipset. In this case, that chipset is the adequate but not speedy Qualcomm Snapdragon 435. The 435 is used in many budget devices, such as the LG X Venture that I reviewed early this year. While the 435 is no flagship chipset, it isn't bad for normal day-to-day use. My main complaint with the 435 is that it uses the Qualcomm X9 modem. This, paired with the Q6's slow 802.11bg and Wi-Fi unit, makes the Q6 feel slower than it should. In short, the Q6 is being bottlenecked by a slow signal. Speaking of bottleneck, the audio pumped out from the speakers feel like they are coming out from the neck of a wine bottle. The volume is actually quite high, but the audio feels so compressed and tiny that I find it almost painful to watch videos or listen to podcasts on the Q6. That's really a shame considering that the display is so darn good. Now, you might be thinking, well, I bet the 3.5mm headphone jack will be awesome with that hi-fi quad DAC technology. Unfortunately, the legendary hi-fi quad DAC is limited to the LG V series at this time. However, the audio coming from the 3.5mm jack is normal. Doesn't exceed my expectations, but it is still normal. What isn't normal is the build quality of the Q6. With the holiday season sales, you can get the LG Q6 for around $179 from Amazon. For that price tag, you're getting an incredibly premium phone. While the plastic backing is quite easy to scratch, the metal sides provide a genuinely good grip of the phone. Seriously, the grip on this phone is second only to the old iPhone 5S. Another small but very noticeable aspect of the build quality on the Q6 is the chamfers lining the front of the phone. It seems like a useless feature, but it makes a huge difference in the aesthetics of the device during day-to-day use. The software is where my harshest criticisms fall on the Q6. Simply put, the Q6 has bad software. This is easily fixable by using a launcher. My personal favorite is the Nova launcher, but it's annoying nonetheless to have bad built-in software experience. One of my biggest complaints is that the Q6 does not have a fingerprint sensor. Not having a fingerprint sensor has been an irritating experience. LG has tried to replace the ease of the fingerprint sensor with the unfortunate clunkiness of a face unlock feature. Just to let you know, Face Unlock has been on Android since the days of Android 4.0 Jelly Bean. However, LG has made sure that the Face Unlock feature is way easier to access. That being said, Face Unlock has similar issues as Face ID. That is, even after the Q6 recognized you, it waits until you swipe up before unlocking the device. Super annoying. I was awfully surprised at the quality of the camera. As you guys know, I am a huge fan of manual shooting. Manual gives you a level of control you can't have with auto mode. Plus, if your photo or video looks bad, it's because of your errors, not a dinky robot's. While the camera's dynamic range felt very insufficient, the image stabilization is one that actually rivals the Pixel 2 XL. With a little effort, you can get some excellent shots from the Q6's cameras. Unsurprisingly, the Q6's battery lasts all day long for my usage. However, I'm a very light user, and if I don't get more than 20% battery at the end of the day, I would consider that phone a failure in the battery life department. The combination of a less resource-intensive chipset and a weak antenna results in a phone that absolutely sips battery. The version of the Q6 I have is the Prime exclusive version. If you didn't know, Prime exclusive phones have heavy Amazon integration, aka bloatware, and a lock screen that shows Amazon ads. Now you can remove the ads, but that'll cost you $50. The benefits, you may ask? The heavy price cuts. For example, this Black Friday, Amazon slashed the $300 Q6 down to an astonishing $179. Now, as I said in the introduction, the Q6 has been completely wrecked by the holiday season. The Q6's bigger brother, the G6, can be found for as low as $339 in the US. At that price point, I would cough up an extra $170 for a much better phone with higher quality cameras, a bigger and better display, and most importantly, a way faster chipset. Anyways, the sixth lineup of LG phones, that is the G6 and the Q6, is about to be replaced in a few quick months. Before pulling out your wallet and buying the Q6 on Amazon, I would recommend being patient and waiting for the next generation of budget phones to roll out at Mobile World Congress 2018. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, click the like button. If you loved it, click the subscribe button. As always, stay tech-tastic.